Alright guys, good evening. Welcome to another late night stream of UBOAT. Here we are off the coast of Canada, patrolling, well actually, as we already have finished the tonnage for our patrol, we are kind of free roaming the coast. And yeah, let me please briefly rearrange my desktop. Okay, so here we are. We are on Operation Drumbeat, and yeah, I am actually up to sinking a few more ships to get to this next level of Operation Drumbeat. We already have sunk plenty of ships on this mission, on this patrol mission, and we are back in the patrol area after we have refueled and rearmed at the milk cow. So that means we are back to full load of torpedoes fore and aft, 100% fuel, and yeah, the full foot is still alright as well. We are in the year 42, we are already 2.5 years into the war, so the Allies are getting better and better in fending off us, the submarines. Our home port is the port of La Rochelle, and yeah, we do have quite some career behind us. So we started in the port of Wilhelmshaven with the smallest, with the Type 2 submarine, pretty low range, low maximum speed, just a few torpedoes. And with this we had to fight through the first missions and finally got promoted, and by now being captain of a Type 7C, which is quite a decent ship. And now if you look at Operation Drumbeat, this is the boundary conditions. The tonnage that I think only counts for Operation Drumbeat if it is in one of these quarters. So BB is the most eastern one, and that's where I went to. And by hydrophone check I actually managed to detect one convoy, or actually it seems to be two convoys which are pretty close, or one enormously large convoy. And here we go. What about the bilge? Come on, let's turn on the pump, just for the sake of, yeah, completeness. Mr. Schneider, our second mechanic, he is, yeah, mainly concerned with the maintenance of the torpedoes, keeping them always in good condition to have a lower probability of having duds, which actually might be quite a problem if you don't look after your maintenance well. It really happens that you get a lot of duds. So we are actually running soon. I'm not going to have any vegetables anymore. That's not good. Well, that's it for now. Can't be helped. Backup. Reasonable to do. Discipline's high, that's alright. already see something? Yes, there is already some smoke on the horizon. Let's take a look by the binoculars. At 40 degrees. And they are quite a lot actually. So we can take the bearing. 40 degrees. Okay. Pretty far ahead already. That's not quite in accordance with the hydrophone signal that we just got. Yeah, we're going flank speed. 10:45. So this is half an hour. Let's see where they are. I have to keep an eye on the horizon just to make sure that... Ooh, that doesn't look good.
Alarm! Konvoi in Sicht! Peilung! 95 Grad!
Wow, they are already hull up. They are hull up.
Kurs setzen!
Okay, guys,
Alarm beenden!
you're released from alarm. Hey, come on, they wouldn't spot me on this distance, would they? Oh, it's so many. It's such a large convoy. So the first guy being at 110 degrees, obviously. Somewhere there. So the distance be something like 4-5 miles. Yeah, just about. Now them going. So half an hour would bring them there, and half an hour would bring me there. So let's go for half an hour till 12 o'clock. So from my figures, they should be at 130 degrees by now. Yep, not too bad. think now, let's give it a save. Call it W1 or W202. Better safe than sorry.
Kurs setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
So if they go for another half an hour, and I also go for another half an hour. Should be something like 3 miles. Now having them on 60 degrees roughly. Have they changed their course? Could that be that they have changed their course? Pretty much looks like that. Hey, that looks like they are heading straight for me, actually. All right. They did change their course, I think.
Kurs setzen.
I think they're gonna zigzag back towards me. That's at least my gut feeling. Yeah, I think they're doing some large-scale zigzagging. First and foremost is at 60 at 80 degrees. Somewhere there.
Kurs setzen.
Smoke on the water. Let's hope that there will soon be a fire in the sky. They are coming in on me right now, and they are actually zigzagging. So I think this is the right moment in time to go diving. Still something like 80 degrees. So there must be a front like that right now, and their main course being this one.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Wow, so many of them.
Kurs setzen.
Yeah, as soon as we are on course, we're gonna dive, guys. So keep yourselves ready for diving.
Kurs setzen.
Yeah, sooner or later they must be hull up. They are not yet. They definitely are not yet. How long can I stay surfaced without being spotted? It's only smoke that I see up to now. Only smoke. Is there a hull up? Mast up? Can't quite tell. Hey, Super 5. Yep. It's a few ships, yep. Yeah, you had a convoy with 105. Yep, respect. try to count these guys. So it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, and there are several in a row. 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know, something like 30 maybe. Okay, there they are. At least masked up, so let's dive, guys. Let's go for periscope depth. I'm not gonna radio the contacts to the headquarters because I'm always afraid that this might give away, if not our position, at least our presence. Yeah, so there is a lot of things to do to get diving. That steersman, the crew running to the front compartment, the ballast tanks being flooded, and there we go. So now I want to be sure, actually we don't have you on battle stations, guys, but I want to have Mr. Grade. Let's first stop direct orders, and I want to have Mr. Grade, our chief engineer, to help the guys at the depth steers to keep the depth as precise as possible so that we do not get through the surface. The gyro compass was turned off all the time. However, well, I will be going on silent running anyway, sooner or later. So now here we are, periscope depth. And at the moment we are going flank speed, so this will burn a lot of battery capacity. Let's see what we want to do on the long run. Why is this guy? Yeah, okay, very good. I don't want you to... Yeah, the observation periscope is something like, if I would add additional guys here, one of them would man the observation periscope, but I don't want that because it increases the probability that they detect me. To infiltrate that convoy, I must be very careful and see that even the periscope might be spotted by them. You see this kind of line in the sea. And here we are. And there they are. I think they are gonna change the course again while I'm going for them. Yes, actually I never ran into that large convoy. My convoys usually, I think this one is a pretty large one, but it also has nothing more than something like 30 ships. And yeah, now that we are later in the war, the guard actually becomes better. So lately, when you run into such a convoy, you usually have a complete ring of escorts around it. So this convoy, if you have a convoy of 35 ships, meanwhile, you could assume that there are at least 10 escorts being distributed around in kind of a circle, and it becomes pretty hard to infiltrate these kind of convoys. But well, you might also be lucky and run into a less well guarded. So that's so beautiful about the game, that there is really this range. Nothing is fixed. There is, yeah, always this kind of uncertainty of war. Wow, okay. This guy is hull up. So now they are heading more or less, well, not these. But this part of the convoy is more or less heading straight for me. So I think I'm gonna try to go for this ship. But yeah. Yeah, I checked it, and they actually do zigzagging. So on the long run, with my hourly hydrophone checks, I saw that their overall course is like that, but they are kind of zigzagging on that course. So they do some kind of large scale zigzagging. Well, let me see which settings I do have. Not quite sure anymore what I did choose. It's somewhere pretty far down, isn't it? Periscope magnification, periscope, yeah, okay, disabled, encounter mode. Size of convoys, large. Okay, I didn't choose very large, because I thought that it might become a bit unrealistic. Yes. Yeah, but I think that's historically correct. They did that because this kind of random zigzagging really made it hard for U-boats to predict their course. But you're right, that's not very fuel efficient, yeah. By the way, what I'm doing is also not very fuel efficient, going with flank speed at the moment, but yeah, let's do that for now. They're really coming into sight. I bet before I am in firing range, they will change course once more, doing one more leg to the south. So right now they're heading pretty much exactly towards me. This guy is at 40 degrees. Let's check that. This is a possibility to check their course. It's at 40 degrees. So at the moment they are doing this leg here. And he is going straight for me, isn't he? Yeah, more or less. I would say he's doing the course a bit more northerly. Well, probably he's going on that course. Something like that, I would guess. of the guys being hull up. Maybe I should lower my periscope by now. This, oh shit. This is a military guy. So let's retract the periscope for now and let's go for silent running. I will keep the dive planes to electric because I don't want to breach the surface. And yeah, go for them. Change course to something like that. And reduce speed to halbe Fahrt. Cruise speed. Yeah, right. Just having larger convoys doesn't make it easier, necessarily. Also, like the locating the convoys becomes more difficult and estimating their course. So I'm pretty fine with the settings that I have, not extra large, but only large convoys, and up to now my feeling is that it's kind of realistic, the sizes of convoys being up to, well, let's see, Mr. Preen. There they are, coming in. $166 ships, wow. Yeah, but that's relatively few support, isn't it? Pretty low number of men of war for such a large convoy. They did, okay, yeah. By the way, excuse me for 1 minute. I think I'm gonna pause the game or go to the slow-mo mode. Be back in a minute. Alright guys, back again. Now, they're gonna change course sooner or later. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. What an enormous amount of hardware was assembled. So probably these spots, they are, yeah, come on, loads of military ships ahead of that convoy. Looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 men of war going ahead. How should I slip? How should I slip through them? So let's not put the periscope too far up. See, that's military. And it's right in the way. It's fucking right in the way between this potential target. So let's be fast, or they will spot me. Would be great to go for this guy, but that guy is in the way. And is it military? This one, really just not sure. -5 degrees. Okay, now retract the periscope. Velocity 7. Angle on bow estimated was something like that. So I think it's somewhere here. Going something like that. So this is all guesswork, but so I am already something like a mile close to their course. As an alternative, yeah. Yeah, Microprose was so bad about the last submarine game that they released. I don't remember the name. But that was really embarrassing in comparison to this one, and they just released it a few months, half a year ago. And so I am a bit skeptical, I have to admit, about Microprose at the moment. But I heard that they are also doing good games, actually. Oh, man. So there is one guy. This could be the military that I spotted there. But hard to say. It's just so hard to tell. To give it a save at that point. Oh yeah. And what about you, guy? What are you? That's a military, yeah. For sure. Come on, that's risky now. That's really risky. This guy's passing by somewhere there.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Let's reduce speed even further. Let's change course and let's check what's the maintenance status of the torpedoes. Oh shit, they're not maintained. So please flank. So 1 and 3 is about to be maintained now. Silent Death 2, yeah, that was it. Yeah, is it already out? That Battleship Command? I think I would like to have a look at that. Sounds pretty good. Okay, so shit, they've spotted us. They have spotted us. Now I am in bad shit, I would say. isn't it?
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 7-3 rechts. Gegnerfahrt 7 Knoten. Aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel 1, 8, 5, 7 Meter. Winkel 7, 4. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
They will be going for me right now. Come on. 134. 150. -10. So they would be at an angle of something like 80. That's just
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
fine.
Lage 8, 1, Bug rechts.
It's
Ohr
8.
bewässern.
A drought of 8.
Ohr 1 bewässert. Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 8, 6, Bug rechts. Los! Ohr 2 bewässern. Ohr 2 bewässern. Los! Ohr 3 bewässern. Ohr 3 bewässern. Los! Ohr 4 bewässern. Ohr 4 bewässern. Los! Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg. 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden. Feindliches Schiff getroffen. Schwere Schäden.
Zerstörer, 230 Grad.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg. Rohr 5 bewässern. Treffer. Schwere Schäden.
Rohr 5 bewässert.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg. Treffer. Aktualisieren. Feuer an Deck. Schwere Schäden. Geschwindigkeit 1, 2 Knoten.
I didn't maintain the stern torpedoes.
Torpedoversager. Entfernung zum Ziel 0 Meter.
Yeah, I hope we got it. Yes, that's right about that benefit that you can pause. Yeah. Okay, they are abandoning the ship. Hey, come on, I want somebody to maintain the stern torpedo tube. It's sinking. Yeah, I fired 4 torpedoes, 1 was a dud. And this torpedo that we didn't maintain, that was a dud actually. Well, there's still torpedoes on the run. I think there are not. It was, I didn't quite get it. Was it 3 hits? I don't know if they have any idea where I am precisely at the moment. I could also go for that one there, maybe. Hey, Vulvulu, ahoy! Great to have you in. Good evening. So, how was your week? Did you have a smooth Friday? Oh, yeah. Maybe you do have to work on the weekend. Shit, this one is coming in for us. This one is coming in. Hey, I want to maintain the stern torpedo. Why can't I have Mr. Schneider doing the maintenance of the stern torpedo? Just doesn't... Okay. What is this? Feels kind of buggy, actually. What is the guy doing?
Lasst uns ruhig bleiben.
Wasserbomben, sehr nah.
Äußerst den Hafen voraus. Kurs setzen.
I'm pretty curious if I can get away like that. Let's see if we get away like that. Stop direct orders, yeah. There they are, going up right behind us. I would love to fire torpedoes at that guy, but my stern torpedoes are completely unmaintained. So why, please? Why don't I have him available for doing the maintenance. Come on, that's a bug, isn't it? Don't want to fire this unmaintained torpedo. Okay, this guy has passed by. Yeah, I have the crew assigned. He does have guys assigned to him. Okay, cancel direct order. Assign him 2 more crewmates. Yeah, come on, no. I don't get the choice for the maintenance. Well. Yes, silent means no mechanical noise, but still, you can order them to do it. They do. They usually do. Like, look at Mr. Grader. He's now working loading the front torpedo. And that usually works. They just don't do it automatically, but if you order it explicitly, they do it. Or this is some change in the code.
Kommandant, feindliche Schiffe machen sich gefechtsbereit.
Zeit, unseren Mut zu testen, Männer.
Okay.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Okay, the guy is coming in.
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
Do I get 2 torpedoes? Okay, and there is this guy. Which one? Another Liberty. Velocity 7. Angle on bow. Something like that.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
The distance is
Winkel 7
very close, actually.
aktualisieren. Entfernung 9 Meter.
Gyro synchronizing.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Geschwindigkeit 7 Knoten. Gegnerlage 101
Wir
links.
wurden von SD geortet.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Lage 107 Bug links.
Come on, guys. Give me the solution. Give me the torpedo solution.
Los! 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. Ohr 2 bewässern. 30 Sekunden.
Rohr 2 bewässert.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. 20 Sekunden. Geschwindigkeit 7 Knoten. Gegnerlage 1
They are too close.
Bug links.
They are
10
probably
Sekunden bis Einschlag.
too close.
Fehlschuss. Aktualisieren. Lage 122 links. Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 117 Bug links. Los! 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. Feindliches Schiff getroffen. Schwere Schäden. Rohr 1 bewässern.
Rohr 1 bewässert.
20 Sekunden.
Oh shit, shit. Now I should dive.
Los! 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden.
Jacker 9. Feindliche Schiffe.
Fehlschuss. Keine Panik. Konzentriert euch auf eure Aufgaben. 20 Sekunden. Auf maximale sichere Tiefe gehen. Auf maximale sichere Tiefe gehen. Auf maximale sichere Tiefe gehen. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. Auf maximale sichere Tiefe gehen. Alarm. Auf Gefechtsstation.
Aktuelle Tiefe 80 Meter.
I did hit a ship, but which one? What about that guy? Okay, it's not moving anymore. So it's also listing. Okay, that guy right ahead of me. I hit it. I hit it once.
70 Meter.
Tauchen auf 130 Meter.
Yeah, hey, I just see your message now to take out the Luger and tell him, yeah, either do it or get some ventilation hole. Yep. Did give that guy a hit. And yeah, now they are pretty pissed off. It's loads of ships going after us right now. By the way, what's the depth? Yeah, it is unfathomable depths underneath us. So if they give us serious holes, we are just gonna sink into the bottomless. 4,000 to 5,000 feet to the seabed around here.
120 Meter.
Yeah, we did sink one guy and we did hit one guy, but I wasted quite a few torpedoes, probably because we were just too close.
Ja,
125 Meter.
So let's go to manual dive planes now. Precision down here is not so important. Yeah, that first guy was dropping on us by like hell when we were still close to the surface. Hey, fuck. I could have sunk, I think, one or two of these destroyers if my stern torpedoes were well maintained, but having them not maintained, I didn't want to fire them. Okay. Obviously, I did fire one without recognizing. Yeah, a bit weird. Yeah, but that was hectic. That was kind of hectic.
Feindliche Schiffe geben Alarm.
das wird nicht einfach.
Yeah, let them do it.
Schlimmeres überstanden. Lasst uns ruhig bleiben.
Kommandant, wir wurden von Eski geortet. Nummer 1 klar.
Yeah, maybe he did solve it by himself.
Wasserbomben in beträchtlicher Entfernung.
Okay, maybe there is other submarines around. What about you, guy? Let's see. He is actually. He is listing. He's taking water. He's taking lots of water. So maybe he's gonna sink like that. He might really be going down.
Schwere Schäden.
Oh fuck. Okay. There is another submarine firing torpedoes, and I think they are hitting.
Kommandant, wir wurden von Esti geortet.
Yes, we are being detected.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
Verstanden, Herr
Okay, so all the off-watch crew, please be ready, stand by with the officers. for worst case. He's not doing it.
Jawohl, ich komme auf mich da.
Alright, so let him do this. It's also an important job. Lots of ships passing by above us. Would have been nice to sink some of these guys. He's going down. Yeah, but that was a ship that was sunk by somebody else, for sure. I didn't sink that guy. Didn't even attack it. So which one is the guy that I fired at? There must still be one ship around it which is in kind of bad shape. It's this one. That is the one that I sank. There is another one going down there, but either it was a lucky hit by me, by one of the stray torpedoes, or it was sunk by another German submarine, which I actually think was probably the case. Okay, we sank two of them. Let's go back to 10. 110 meters. Yeah, we still have 90% of fresh air. That's good. Yep. Exactly, yeah. Discipline is still at 100%, so the guys are pretty tough actually. Yeah, we are getting pinged. Yeah, it's really an enormous number of escorts up there. Yeah, give it a save for now. It's just alright. Wow, a third ship sunk. So sometimes you also get accounted for ships which were sunk by other submarines, I think. Or it was one of my stray torpedoes. Give it a save, but yeah, that's pretty good. If we look at the map and at the... Yeah, see, we are already there. We just need to sink one more ship and we have reached the 100,000 tons. So I think we are doing pretty alright. We just have to get away alive. Silent running. Bit of water, yeah, 46 liters in the village. That's really almost nothing. Yeah, that's beautiful that they have this detail. Like when he gets to the stern torpedo room, he can only have one guy supporting him because there's just not enough space. And I like these kinds of details in the game. Hundreds of...
Wir wurden von Estik geortet.
Yeah, alright. But at the moment, what should we do about it? Get to the cinematic view once more.
Feindliche Schiffe machen sich gefechtsbereit.
Wissen, wie es geht. Bringen wir den Spieß gegen diese Jäger.
Oh, oh, oh. So that guy seems to be getting in right on us, I think.
Wasserbomben, sehr nah.
Schneller. Kurs setzen.
Let's get deeper, come on.
130 Meter.
They're dropping depth charges.
Schraubengeräusche direkt über uns.
Yeah. So now when they're right above us, why not turning on the pump at that time and
Sehr nah.
Lenzpumpe einschalten.
so let's use this when they are right above us and dropping depth charges. There is so much noise around that we could just turn on the pump. Go flank, change course. We might even turn on the ventilation for a few minutes. To improve the air quality.
Lenzpumpe ausschalten. Ventilation ausschalten. Kleine Fahrt voraus. Tauchen auf. 110 Meter.
So air quality was improved, so that's a good idea to turn on all that stuff, pumps and ventilation, and go flank speed and changing course whenever they are right above us and would just not be able to hear us. And also mask our sound to any of their pals up there. Oh shit, no. You could do it. Let's give it a save. 2 W203. Okay, somebody's turning on the ventilation. Yes.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
16 liters in the bilge, that's perfectly fine. And uncritical. So, by the way, allow me to be AFK just for 1 minute.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 15 Grad.
Yes, great that you're still there. Let's carry on.
Aktuelle Tiefe 125 Meter. Meter. Nur 3 geladen. Meter.
Okay. Hey, Super 5, alright. Yeah, thanks for joining and thanks for the nice chat that we had. So, yeah, have a good night. So, see you. I think I'm gonna stream as well. Pretty sure I'm gonna stream tomorrow just as well, same time. Late night stream. So, always happy to have you as my guest in the stream. Sleep well and see you. So there is ships coming in right now. That guy is coming in.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Schneller, schneller.
Kanone. Feindliche Schiffe machen sich gefechtsbereit.
Das ist nicht einfach. Aber wir haben schon Schlimmeres überstanden. Lasst uns ruhig bleiben. Herr Kaloi, wir wurden von Estik geortet. Schraubengeräusche direkt über uns.
Yeah, propellers right above us. So I'm trying to get away. Oh shit. There I see them above us. There you see the wake of the bypassing ship. Let's hope that we are lucky. Just getting away. Better change course. Like that, I'm going right underneath them. Fuck, right now I am underneath them. So fingers crossed that we don't get something heavy on the head. Okay guys, so very seaman-like. I got me a glass of rum. So, cheers.
Kleine Fahrt voraus. Herr Kaloi, wir
Yeah, they are taking this serious. They're pretty pissed off. I sank 3 of their ships. Hey guys, so I see the number of watchers still going up, so that's so beautiful to have all of you guys in watching my stream. I really enjoy that. So thanks a lot for just being in. And yeah, rest assured that you're completely anonymous. And that's fine. If you just want to watch silently, it's perfect. But you could make me even slightly more happy if you might participate in the chat. Give me some feedback on how you like the game, how you like this stream, or if you have, what your experience actually is on this game. Do you play it by yourself, or are you just watching? Are you considering buying the game? And yes, so participating in the chat, or maybe even consider to give me a follow. But as I said, don't feel pushed into anything. If you just love to watch silently, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, that's my little speech. And yeah, just to remind you that although I'm just a small, tiny streamer and not doing this commercially at all, it's still kind of nice to see that people care. And yeah, you see, like, if you have the feeling that the chat is kind of pretty private, it's not. Just anybody is invited to join. And there they are, circling above us, and still loads of ships passing by. That looks pretty chaotic, actually. Would be so great if I could see them run into each other, but yeah, they just don't.
Das wird nicht lang. Aber wir haben schon Schlimmeres überstanden. Lasst uns ruhig bleiben. Herr Kaloy, wir wurden von Estig geortet.
Yeah, there we are. .45 liters of water in the bilge. That's perfectly uncritical. Air quality is high. Yeah, we used some of our absorbers, potassium absorbers. Yeah, I think the potassium kind of filters the CO2 out of the atmosphere.
Herr Kaloy, wir wurden von Estig geortet.
Yeah, let's take a cinematic view. Some people might call it cheating using this view, but particularly when you're streaming, I think it's quite nice for you, the audience, to know and then see the big picture. So this guy is moving in for us, probably. And this one also looks like he is moving in for, oh, and that guy as well. So there are 3 guys which actually look like they are moving for, maybe this one is idle. That one, he pretty much looks like going for us, and this one just as well.
Herr Kaloy,
Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, this one might be moving on in on us. Hey, where is he? He couldn't have just vanished. Or he has turned off. He just has stopped. Would he? Of course, that's possible. That's the only explanation, that there is suddenly no noise anymore about that guy. All right. They're passing by behind us. That's good. They are nicely passing behind us. Yeah, but yeah, okay. They might be right above us, actually. So that guy turned off his propellers. That's why he vanished on my screen. Water in the bilge. 55. All right. Pretty uncritical.
ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen. Jawohl, ich
Yeah, discipline is still alright. Zwei, 1, 4, 3. Okay, now I get the option.
Ich kümmere mich darum. Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
I really wonder whether I should get back to the surface and try to harass them a bit.
Torpedo 1 geachtet.
Yeah, it looks like, at the moment it looks good. Looks like I might get away.
Torpedo 2 gewartet.
But I really wonder, of course I could try to start another attack upon them, circumnavigating them, and doing another try tomorrow. Now that they are separated, the escort is kind of separated from the convoy.
Tauchen auf 110 Meter.
Yeah, let's not be too deep. Let's not try to go to the limits for too long.
Meter.
Yeah, guys, great to have you in the stream. Welcome, welcome. I just see the number going up, so no idea who you are, and if you just want to watch and lurk silently, that's perfectly fine, but as I used to say, I'm always glad to have some chat in the chat. That's actually why I do the streaming. I mean, on the one hand, I pretty much like to share my fun of gameplay, and on the other hand, I love this kind of conversation with you guys. So don't hesitate to put any comment into the chat. How are you? How was your week? Everything alright? What's your experience with the game? And maybe you even like to give me a follow.
Aktuelle Tiefe 110
Yeah, but
Meter.
don't feel pushed. Just watch if you like to watch. No obligation. So there is some ship coming in, right? There is this guy. That guy seems to be passing by pretty close, but luckily it looks like he has no idea where I am. Yeah, he is closing in right now. But I think it must be somewhere to the right. Maybe it's that guy. I think it's that guy at 90 degrees, a bit more, 100 degrees. But let's listen to the other side, port side. That's maybe him passing by a 4. Yeah, I think. Alright, guys. Yeah, we're fine. We will be fine, don't worry. There's almost no people on off watch around here. They're all supporting the offices at the moment. Bosun. Yeah, the galley is deserted now that we are on alert. Yeah, let's take a look astern. This one is coming towards us. Alright. This one is circling around us. This one as well. So they still didn't give up. They still didn't give up. And they're really kind of neglecting their convoy. Yeah, that's the zigzagging. Looks like they are just about to turn around for something like 90 degrees and change course doing the zigzagging. Hey, come on, how do I get away? Guys, leave me alone by now. Get back to your convoy. This would be a perfect opportunity, all these guys chasing me. If there would be another German submarine coming in from the other side of the convoy, that would be a very comfortable situation for them. Okay, we hear another guy coming in. Okay. That sounds pretty threatening, doesn't it? Some ship coming in upon us. Hey guys, nice to have you in the stream. So you just see me evading the escort. We sank something like 3 merchantmen out of that convoy, and now the escort is, understandably pretty pissed off and chasing us. And that's what we are going to do at the moment. We are down to 92% of air, which is still alright, rather uncritical. Discipline still high as well. And what about water in the bilge? 77%. Yeah. And battery capacity is fine anyway. Yeah, so battery capacity is uncritical usually because I have already upgraded my battery several times. Yeah, sooner or later the crew is gonna get tired. YouTube for. Maintain it, please. By the way, I wanted to check what our hit radio actually was. Yeah, its hit ratio of torpedoes is still above 60%. Average hit distance 5 cables, pretty close. Farthest hit 3 miles. That must have been one of the random hits. I'd never fire purposely on 3 miles.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
All right.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
Yeah, well, the storage is still fine. Do we get away like that? That's the big question. Or are they still about to detect us and drop the hell of depth charge upon us? All right. So the convoy is moving far behind us. That's good. And the escort also seems to be distracted. There is one ship around us. Okay, that looks good. Just one guy going after us still. The other guys seem to be going for... Yeah, I don't know. Look, what are they heading for? Looks like they are actually abandoning the convoy. Yeah, maybe that would be a good argument to try again. And when I actually get rid of that escort chasing me, I might turn around and try to go for that convoy another day, maybe tomorrow early morning. Circumnavigating it once more and going in again and looking for more kills, more tonnage actually. Yeah, they completely have lost track of us, I'm sure. 96 liters in the bilge. Yeah, sooner or later, even this slow progress of water seeping in becomes problematic. Some noise ahead of us. Yeah, they should be a bit on starboard side. Let's see. I'm right. Yeah, okay, it's this one. And that's the only one. That's really the only guy left. I could try to sink it actually. Is it worthwhile? Come on, let's give it a save. And let's check the status, the maintenance status of the torpedoes. T2 needs some maintenance. And what about the stern torpedoes? That's fine. Yeah, let's get up. Let's see if we can sink that single guy. The other escorts, the other men of war have abandoned this guy.
Aktuelle Tiefe 35 Meter.
90 liters in the bilge. 20 degrees, that's alright.
Tauchen auf 10 Meter.
Dive plans to manure. Mr. Who's gonna do it? Mr. Alles.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
Yeah, improve depth keeping, please.
Auf Seerohrtiefe. Verstanden, Herr Kommandant.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Might be this one. Or maybe this one. Yeah. Pretty sure that this is this one. Velocity 12 whatsoever. What's their draught? 3, 4. Angle on bow at the moment would be something like that. And what about the distance?
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel 2, 2, 4, 6 Meter.
They're all far, far away. Let's just hope that we don't attract them by showing our periscope. But at the moment, come on, I would like to try to sink that guy.
Rohr 5 bewässern. Rohr 5 bewässert. Alle Maschinen stopp.
Hey, Wolfalo, well, no, not really. I attacked them and they tried to sink me with their depth charge after I have sunk something like 3 ships of them, 3 merchantmen, and now I want to try whether I could sink them with the stern torpedo. Distance. It's moving away.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung 2, 6, 6, 1 Meter. Los. Ja.
come on. Is it going for that guy? Let's see, now I'm curious. It looks like quite a way to go. Would it be actually homing in on that guy? Or would it maybe run out of fuel before reaching that ship? Yeah, it's maybe a bit too far away. Let's see. Let's get close and closer. Yeah, maybe it is already homing in by now. No, it's just a matter of fuel, whether the range is sufficient. At least I hope that it is like that it actually did home in on that ship. And yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's the sound-seeking torpedo. Hope that it works.
Der Torpedo ist verfallen.
It doesn't look too bad. Maybe it's gonna home in. Still running and running. And I think it is homing in. Now fingers crossed that it's not a dud, and fingers crossed that it's not just running out of fuel right before it impacts. Yeah, it has homed in onto the sound of the propeller, I think. Fingers crossed, no dot please, no dot please. Are they spotting the torpedo? Oh shit, it was a dot. All that. And finally having a dot. Well. let's get back down again. It was a dot. Alright, might happen. I think the torpedo was well maintained. But you still have a certain probability of having a dot. Well, that's life.
Aktuelle Tiefe 35 Meter.
Alright, so allow me to be AFK for just 1 more minute. So don't go away. We're gonna continue this one for a while, but I'm gonna put it to pause. Be back in a minute. Give me just 1 moment. Oh, well. Hey, weight loss, great to have you in. So I was just about to say that I need 1 more minute AFK. So it's a pleasure to have you in. Hope you're fine. And I'll be back in a minute. Don't go away. right. Great. Thanks for your patience. Yes, well, I wanted to be tough about that and not having a snack. I just got me another glass of rum, actually, to be kind of authentic. Cheers. Yeah, I do have a few crisps remaining, but I'm trying not to eat them. Yes, cheers. So maybe you just missed it, weight loss, so I fired one sound-seeking torpedo via my stern torpedo tubes, and it beautifully homed in onto that single destroyer which was still around, and then it was a dud.
Tauchen auf 50 Meter.
So let's see that we get away. My plan actually is to get back to the surface and then circumnavigate the guys. And cut their way off again on another day, trying to sink some more of them. Actually, I'm just so close to fulfilling this second part of the Operation Drumbeat. So it would be a pity to go back home to the other side of the Atlantic, back to Europe, without having fulfilled that one. Yeah, great. That's perfect. So sounds like you had a good evening up to now. Yeah, that sounds perfectly fine. I mean, I know people who have, as it looks like, have a less relaxed relationship to their parents. So that pretty much sounds like it should be. Yeah, I didn't actually see that. Yeah, over the day I actually, well, I don't know if you saw it. Around lunchtime, I played something like not quite 2 hours of Daisy. And yeah, it was quite good fun, but yeah, I have to admit that my actual love actually is this one. You just played it without streaming. Yeah, alright. Okay, so you played it on your laptop. I think we can easily get away like that by now. What if we go to 10 meters? Yeah, was it bad? I mean, sounds like you spent the day in the train. So, okay. So what was it? I mean, just if you like to talk about that, that really sounds kind of serious. If you put it down like that.
Aktuelle Tiefe 15 Meter.
Yeah, but you really make me curious what it was about. So I hope it just wasn't too bad and you kind of recovered from it. Yeah, yeah. That is terrible, yes. I 100% agree, and I pretty much know what you mean. Had this experience quite some times by myself, yes. Yeah.
5 Meter.
Yeah, yeah.
10 Meter.
So this troubles me now and then, but on the other hand, I'm pretty happy with my life. I mean, so at the moment, yeah, it's fine. So I'm old, okay, but my life is alright. So my job is okay. It's more than okay. I quite like my job actually. And if I look back into the past, that was not always the case. Well, okay, you always have kind of some weird colleagues. But yeah, what I actually do, I love it. And yeah. So looking back, as for me at the moment, I don't have too much of a problem with being old. But still, sometimes it really knocks me off when you really get like this situation that you describe, when you get it like that.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für
So,
Rückwurf eingesteuert.
periscope depth. I think we could just get back to the surface. Let's give it one save. And then, guys, yeah, this is like when you don't, yeah, okay, I have the dive plans to manual. This is a problem. So put them back to electric. Stop the silent run, stop the alarm. Turn back on the gyro. Yeah, the depth keeping is a problem. This is something that you really have to care about, and this is actually heated in the game actively. So when you broach the surface, they are gonna spot you when they're close. Yeah. Yeah. I could pretty much understand, I think, what that thinking is about. Hey, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. And yeah, yeah. And when you put it like that, I could pretty much understand how you feel. And yeah, nothing much that I could say about it. I understand how you feel, and yeah, it's just like there will be better times, things will change. And you will have changes, you will have children. And you will have a wife. One day, maybe. Yes, what is this? That was a bit of a surprise. But hey, weight loss. So you were now my 290th follower. Which is great. Thank you very much. But that's kind of weird. Why you were unfollowed. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. Don't worry too much. I remember that I had years of like I was worrying about, hey, I've got no girlfriend and I'm just on my own. But on the other hand, if I look back, these times were also pretty enjoyable. I mean, you could just do what you like. I want to be 200. Yeah, you mean 300. Just 10 more. Hey guys, by the way, whoever is in the chat, look at my number of followers. It's 290. And it would be so great if you would help me to get up to 300.
Anblasen.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Yeah, get to the surface and see that we get away from here. Yeah, get the off-watch crew
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
back to relax.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Yeah, well, I mean, I understand your point, but I mean, don't overestimate it. You are only 32 then, and okay, there the other guys probably in your courses they might be something like 20, early 20s, but that's not too much of a difference, I would say. I think you could still feel like being one of them. Just depends on your own attitude. It's not like that you're an old guy of 60 or something. I remember I saw guys in the lecture hall like that, and they really have trouble. But I mean, in principle, what is 10 years? 10 years is just nothing. It just depends on what your attitude is. I mean, there are guys with 32, they are like 40 or 50 or even older, just in their heads. And I think you are a kind of young if you look at your attitude. And yeah, don't know. I think you should be able to get in contact with these guys even 10 years. I remember that I had this with colleagues. So at one point I was in a company where all the colleagues in my department, they were something like 10 years younger, but I think I went along with them pretty fine. And yes, yeah, that's right. I mean, getting along with, say, 14-year-old guys, that would be another cup of tea. But whether you are 20 or 30, I think it's alright. You could still be on the same wavelength. Now, shall we radio back our success to the headquarters? And I think you do have quite some experience to impress people. Yeah, hey, fuck the career. That's what I would say. Do what you like to do. I'm pretty sure that you enjoyed your job in the past, right? I mean, when you're in the Navy, of course, there are things which are kind of, fucked up and, But on the other hand, I'm pretty sure, like, what I could say that you kind of loved your job, did you? And so, fuck it. I mean, I don't know what your subject is, what you're studying, but yeah, however, I mean, pretty sure that you had some good periods there. Nautical, yeah, okay. Yeah, amazing. Hey, great. Do that, and if you perform well, I think you don't have to be perfect, but if you just perform okay, that's perfectly fine. In terms of science and technology, there is a lot of need of people, and just do it. Hey, yeah, well, no problem. That was a nice discussion, I think, and I really kind of love that. And that's also what the chat is good for. Don't think that people are pissed off just because we have that little chat, and if they are, I don't care. Yeah, but you say it, so let's think about. Now give them some position right now. Where would they?
Kurs setzen.
Get away. Too many carbs. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, beer is actually cereals, right? Yeah, that's right. I mean, beer is about weight. It's the sugar in the beer, right? Depending on what you drink, but you always have some remaining sugar, and that's it, probably. Alcohol, carbs, sugar, yeah.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Oh yeah, Keller beer is always great. Having some malty taste. I don't actually know the Aktienzwickel, but could imagine that it is pretty nice. Yeah, they are still on the horizon.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Okay, put the Steinkrug into the freezer, yeah. That's tough. I mean, traditionally I would have said it is perfectly fine if you drink a beer like a Zwickel, not at 8 degrees, but even at something like 12 or 13 degrees to make it expand all its flavor. Yeah, I have this kind of attitude. The really good and tasty stuff you could also drink at room temperature. Only the stuff that is not that tasty, you have to cool it down. Okay, there they are. And yeah, well, it would really be great if I could get in and sink at least one other ship. I think I need to sink one more ship, and I will have reached that next level of this challenge. Yeah, that's right. I think a Jever or a Bitburger, these are the classical German pills, and you have to drink them cool. They have to be 8 degrees and not warmer. 100% agree. Yeah, you hear the crisp. So guys, sorry, but I need to get a little bit of a late night snack right now. Yep. That's right. And if it's ales, which are kind of more malty, it's perfectly fine then there. Yeah, to have them at a higher temperature.
Flugmesssignale geortet. Peilung 290 Grad.
Oh shit, what is this? Radar signals 290. Ah, come on. Is it? Let's give it a one more save. 204, W204. What is this? Maybe I should man the...
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Air gun.
Signale geortet. Peilung 295 Grad.
Schornsteinrauch. Peilung 305 Grad.
Okay, so they are actually detecting us by the radar. This is the very first time that I get this signal from a ship and not from a plane. Yep, that's right. So what do I get from that signal? Yeah, you're right. That is something that you would expect, but actually all the destroyers of that convoy, I think they are lagging a little bit behind, because they were still going after me behind the convoy. Okay, that's them. There is even more, but further away. Yeah, yep. Yeah, that would. At the moment, I'm not quite sure what to make out of these signals, because this is the very first time that I get this from ships. Up to now, my radar warning system was only getting active from airplanes. So, where is the Type 9? Yep. Yeah, it's only 2 o'clock right now, but I'm a bit tired, I have to admit. So, I'm actually considering right now to call it a day, so that I am fit for some more hardcore streaming tomorrow. But yeah, I think today I'm gonna call it a day and get to bed. So guys, thank you very much for being in the stream. If anybody of you is not yet following, of course I would be very, very happy if you would follow me. But I think there are quite a few people in the stream right now, which I know pretty well. Weight loss, was a pleasure to have you in. So I hope, yeah, have a good remaining time with your parents and a good trip back home. And Vulvulu, if you are still there, also was a pleasure to have you in. So I hope that you don't have too much work over the weekend. And all you other guys, thank you very much for being in. And looking forward to see you again tomorrow. Bye bye, guys.